from the soul with it. Yeah. So today on ESPN LA Radio with Keyshawn Johnson, Travis Rogers, and LZ, they were talking about Luke Walton and how Luke is basically or allegedly on thin ice with the Lakers according to reports. So Travis Rogers says he believes it's good that the Lakers were able to get the victory Thursday versus the Portland Trail Blazers after the meeting Magic Johnson had with Luke Walton, because he believes after the Lakers blew that lead they had versus the Trail Blazers, then you add that with last night's loss to the Raptors, he believed that it would have started a full fire alarm, but says the Toronto Raptors was a really good team and the Lakers could write this off as a loss. So that is when LZ explained how the Lakers just came off a back-to-back game and the Lakers were tired and they just got off the plane. But to me, that sounds like excuses, but moving on. So the Raptors didn't have Kawhi Leonard, who is the best player on that team. LeBron James is allegedly the best player on the world on the Lakers team. So I just feel like there just should be no excuses. But anyway, moving on. The Lakers look horrible, period. And that's when Keyshawn Johnson explained how the Lakers are pretty much at their breaking point because they've brought the biggest superstar in the NBA in LeBron James to the Los Angeles Lakers. In 10 games, they are under 500. He says you lose 2 games in a row before you get to Portland. You defeat Portland, then you get blown out by the Toronto Raptors, even though they closed the gap at the end. Then you have the meeting with Magic Johnson, and the Lakers basically have a coach who is on borrowed time. So that is when Travis Rogers asked Keyshawn, do he really think the Lakers are at that point? Are they really on borrowed time? So that's when Keyshawn responded, why else would Magic Johnson have a conversation with Luke Walton? Because he's already thinking that in his mind as his next step. He says if Magic and Rob Pelinka is talking to you, are you all of a sudden going to magically turn this around and get to the NBA Finals? So that is when Travis Rogers asked Keyshawn, Magic just couldn't ask Luke Walton what is his plans? So that's when Keyshawn responded by saying he's not going to ask him that because they already came up with a plan when they signed LeBron James and they decided they would keep Luke on board, and says for the Lakers not to look as bad as they look. So Keyshawn says the quality of the win versus the Portland Trail Blazers, prior to that there wasn't a quality win. Then says the Lakers should have had a quality win versus the Toronto Raptors, and that didn't happen. So now it's almost like, you're not about to embarrass me. I got a job to do. Magic is not going to sit back and allow Luke Walton to embarrass him. And certainly LeBron not going to sit back and allow it. Rob Pelinka is not going to sit back and allow it. So if you guys would like to hear the full audio, the link is in the description box. I'm going to give my commentary on this. But, honestly, I think in about 2 weeks, nobody will be talking about this. Like, nobody is even going to care about this whole Luke Walton hot seat, in my opinion, I mean, the Lakers fired Mike Brown after 5 games, bro. Like 5 games into the season. And remember, this is the Western Conference. And fans are really emotional. They will feed into a story. I'm not buying this story. A lot of people are. My dad, was talking about it. Y'all heard me and Pops do a video. I'm just not buying this story. I just think they put this out to send a message and let the fans know that they care, and just smoke and mirrors pretty much is what I'm saying. Because the Lakers, they're going to lose. And my thing is this is just my opinion. Why wouldn't you fire Luke Walton heading into the season if this wasn't your guy that you hired? Why not just be professional and sit him down before the season starts and says, hey, Luke, we already know what type of player LeBron James is. We know his track record, and we know you will end up getting fired anyway. So, hey, let him get out right now before he even starts. In my honest opinion, I think Luke will be around. I just think they're not going to fire him. And you see people saying Luke Walton a terrible coach because he didn't bench KCP. Okay, the only reason he ain't bench KCP and the only reason KCP is really on the team is because of LeBron James. KCP is signed to Clutch Sports and LeBron likes him. Now, if Luke Walton bench KCP, then LeBron is mad, not energized, then the Lakers losing again, then they're going to find another excuse. And they're going to try to blame Luke Walton. So he's really in a tough spot right now. How about y'all tell Magic Johnson, how about y'all put the pressure on Magic Johnson and say fire and say trade KCP. How about that? You know, what I think going to happen is you fire, you know, what's going to happen? You fire Luke, you bring in somebody else, then you go back to struggling because everybody has to be you got to be in a new system. You got to learn a whole new system. It's going to be a whole new challenge of trying to figure out that new system. You may have fun for a little while, but then you're going to go back to struggling. Then what? You know? And like I said, I'm pretty sure they're going to eventually make trades. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out. Okay.